There are conversations that shape how we live, conversations that help us navigate challenges of life, conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Globe.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only
Benjamin Zulu.
Benjamin Zulu himself.
Hello, welcome to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. My name is Sylvia Kiremi. I hope you're having a good time from wherever you're watching us from. Now today we are unpuzzling a mystery. What do men really want? With me is a book that is called Before You Say I Do, Foundational Principles for Building a Marriage That Lasts. Now, when it comes to marriages, we're also talking about relationships and dating and all. I want to read something very small here so that Benjamin Zulu can flow with the conversation, yeah?
Yes.
We have a topic that is saying dating wisdom for women, and that
Yes.
is what we are talking about today. What do men really want? In this book, you have highlighted a whole topic, on this one, and I really like it, and I would want our viewers to just get this book. That is Before You Say I Do. You can get this book and other books that Benjamin Zulu has written. We have Dating Right, Toxic Relationships, Lasting Love, which is the latest book. And with me here, I have 8 books. You can get them as one package so they can be delivered easily. Just go to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. Now, today we are talking about tricks that will make you win just any man. Trust you me, men have been a mystery to us.
Yes.
Yes, and you look amazing.
Thank you. You too. I like the blue.
Thank you.
So we are talking about any man, but at least we also remember we are talking about the man worth winning. So we are talking about, if you find a man who draws your attention as having the traits you seek, what are the things you can do? And they tend to work on most any man. There are those things you can do and they make you noticeable. Remember, today we are talking about the first stage of connection. The later stages of analysis, alignment, and now becoming one, those come after this first one. Until you get a man's attention, you get the two of you talking, the two of you interested, the two of you engaging, nothing will ever happen. This is the hardest part.
Yes.
Because many people have prepared their character. They say, I know I'm prepared, I'm ready, I believe in myself. But marketing or sales, anybody who goes out there to the market, they tell you the hardest part is to lock a conversation with a potential. Prospects are hard to get talking. That is the hardest part. For them to pay attention to what you have. So the hardest part of dating as well is to get people who are worthy talking to. To talk to you. Yes.
Okay.
Many times those who are chasing you are not worthy. You don't want them. You don't even want conversation with them.
True.
They are not what you want. So to find a person who looks like what you want to talk to you, to get them to talk to you is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yes. And for this anxiety of how will I get those people to talk to me, people tend to do extreme things to compensate for it. Like the first time they find an infatuation or a crush, when they are so young in college and high school, they try to cling on to that person, try to maintain them all the way to the end when they can marry them.
Yeah.
People do extreme things of mixing seasons to avoid this part. This part of having to talk to new people, open conversations with new people. But what you need is skills. What you need is understanding. Today I want to give you some of the skills that are feminine and very effective. Feminine, and they don't take you out of your character. We say feminine because you don't have to become manly.
Yes.
To do them. And you don't have to do outrageous things that make you feel like you're being extreme.
Yeah.
But they are thoughtful, they are calculated, they are strategic, they need wisdom, they need emotional presence, they need forethought, thinking ahead. I told you a few things that if you do them, you will outwit many of the women. Because men have been told to prepare to work and earn money. So in that pressure to prepare to work and earn money, not all men, but generally as a man tries to grow in his career, he will become a reader many times. He'll get to learn. There's no pressure on women to do that. You are the one to do it on yourself. In fact, society almost accepts a woman who is just contented and seated. She's very clean.
Yeah.
If a woman is not immoral, if she doesn't drink, culture won't tell you what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
But if a man doesn't drink, doesn't sleep around, but he is not driven. They will tell you, avoid this man, he is not
Driven.
But that is not there with women. Do you get the difference?
Yeah.
In fact, we wanted a woman who collected to stay home. So when a woman was just composed seated there, she looked good.
Yeah. Yes.
So because of the way your gender has been cultured to just sit, you step out and do a few things and you will stand out.
Yes.
It's easier to win among women than it is to win among men. Because men are already being told, go out, prove yourself. Being a man is a verb, it's not a noun. Show yourself a man.
Yes.
Bring the bacon, win the game. So the narrative with men is already telling them to go out, do things. The narrative with women, maintain yourself, just be virgin, be clean, be pure, don't sleep around. So it's all about, you know?
Yes.
So because of that encouragement to just keep their space, any woman who takes the baby steps, small steps, to do what we are describing today will win easily. It may not be easy in terms of easy flowing, but we are saying it will yield the results faster than if you are living in a very already aggressive, on the go community. In that world in particular, most of our mothers don't know this philosophy. They couldn't tell it to you. You have to learn it yourself.
Yeah.
Your daughter may pick it from you. Mom would go to work that days, would wake up, she's not here. She comes back, she says she was worked. Your daughter will grow up with another philosophy.
Yeah. Yes.
You know? But many of our mothers, it was not emphasized. That was not a virtue. It was not a virtue. It wasn't a virtue. For you, it's a virtue.
Yeah.
So your daughter picks it. So some of the things we are discussing today may not be. For women to be reading books, for women to be going out there to package themselves differently, to have initiative, to be imaginative, to be creative, to take initiative. It wasn't, that's not a daily occurrence.
Yeah.
And so, what do you see? You find that many ladies have just been told, they just attend to how they look, and that's all.
That's enough.
That's all.
Yeah.
What was popular with women was salon. So salons were more popular. That's why women used to meet. In fact, only recently that the social life of women has diversified. Now, women, it's common to sit in restaurants and have useful conversations. It was very rare those days.
Yes.
They were only socializing around salon. Today, women can sit in places that previously it would have been seen inappropriate for women just to spend some time in a restaurant talking, or even library. Nowadays, you hear a lot of talk about library or the soft, the virtual spaces that concern reading, the virtual spaces for just learning.
Yes.
And women are majority there. They follow pages that discuss life, discuss topics, and you find that they are frontline, and there is nothing unusual about it. So today you have a chance. Once in your generation, you could be the first to arrive in your female generations. Remember, you can always count your female generations.
Yes.
You can always count.
Yeah.
Men, genealogies are named after men, but there's usually a parallel genealogy there of women. When you hear this is son of, there's the mother there, there's the wife there. So that generation of women, you could be the first one in that succession to have all this wide space.
True.
How many people are you failing when you do not do all you can, and yet there was a succession of batons of fighting for this space, for self-determination? The greatest gift women of this generation have is called autonomy. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. That autonomy, power to self-determine, power to make choices, the freedom to choose right or left is very new. So what we are telling you today will work the more powerfully because of how few there are women who are doing it. And so let's say now you've noticed a man and society told you to sit down and wait for men to come to you. That this a girl waits in the village for men to come there, waits in her house, waits at her place. So society was not encouraging men to take women to do anything. For the same reason that if a woman was given freedom to do what she wanted, she may not be controllable.
Yeah.
There was a lot of conspiracy to control, keep her a slave, It is still going on today, and those who are not conscious about it plug into those things, thinking they don't know the larger picture.
Yeah.
But the larger picture is to reduce you from being, to take away autonomy, to take away your options, to take away power, to take away self-determination. So that's why they were told, don't choose a man. I'll sit there, they'll choose you. Other times they were not even asked their permission. In the Bible, when Rebecca was told that some guy has come here to take you for marriage, they asked her, do you want? Actually, the parents said, let's hear her whether she wants. So even back then, we have parents who considered the woman's mind, feelings, choice.
Yeah.
You don't have to silence a girl. Historically, women are just human beings. Only that some cultures fear to set her free and let her self-determine. So why have women been told to just wait? No man is coming to me. Nobody is talking to me. Nobody is approaching me. We want to give you some skills. Society was wanted you to have no options, no say in the direction of your life.
Yeah.
Once you notice a man who looks like you would like to converse with, you should show up in his space looking glamorous and yet somewhat disinterested. Look your best
Yes.
and enter his space.
Yeah.
And then talk about other things, not love.
The mistake women make all the time.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Show up looking your best. And make sure there's conversation between you or some interaction, but it is deflected.
Yeah.
It's not direct. Why is this important? Because the language of pleasure, the language of romance, is the language of insinuation. You insinuate and let him arrive at a conclusion. This is a pretty lady.
Yes.
Do it yourself and let him feel like he noticed. When you plant the thought indirectly, it's irresistible. When you let him notice you, and we said you enter his space, so you're not over there across the road, he can't even see you. If it's online, you're making sure there's some kind of engagement for him to notice you.
Yes.
While you're looking, you're glamorous.
Uh-huh.
We are saying glamorous and passing over there, but I want you to know we have described it before. The one thing I want you to master is the type of look that makes you pop.
Okay.
You need to explore until you find what makes you stand out. Many women are awkward with their own bodies. They package them badly. They look awkward. They don't even know how to stand up. They stand up and they scatter themselves. They don't even know how to walk.
Yeah.
They walk like men. One leg, southeast, north. They don't even know how to wear shoes. They want the most comfortable shoes to go kicking everything on the road. To go running around like a turn boy. They bump fist everywhere.
Yeah.
They're sweating. They're walking funny. They leave house 5 minutes to being late.
Yes.
Then they're hustling on the road alongside the hawkers and elbowing to get into the vehicle. So many women have forgot. They have not journeyed. They have a hustler mindset, or they're toned down. They think toning down is modesty. So when our mothers were afraid that you may go extreme in beautifying yourself, many of them taught you over modesty, too much modesty, until you tone down everything. So it's you to teach yourself. These are some of the things you learn when you leave home at 18. When you leave home at 18, you find yourself in college in some place. These are the things you learn.
Yes.
Stop trying to get into the wrong thing. Don't go clubbing, don't go drinking, don't go sleeping with boyfriends, don't do. Learn your body, and that's, you're even new to your body. That's, I mean, the body has just arrived.
Yeah.
Both of you are new to each other. Can you take a while?
So
and familiarize. Okay, all right, okay. You take a tape, you check. Check a few things.
We've done that a lot.
Check even the shape of your head.
Yes.
You get to see the length of your hair. Okay. This is the first time you don't have to report to so many authorities. You know, when you're at home, you have authorities at school, authorities at home, authorities at church, authorities community, authorities people, and go reporting you. See, auntie saw you there, reported here. First time you leave home. That's the time you are your own authority. You are still under parental control, but you're out of home. Parents can't even register you to the university. They are told to sit over there. These are grown up.
Yeah.
They're very disappointed. They usually bring Sylvia holding her hand. They think this is another secondary school. They are sorry, parents. At the university level, you see the ID. You see the girl has ID. Thank you very much. We are going to, so you follow the rest. So now, this is the first place where parents have been taught to step back.
Yeah.
This is the first place. You are with your body. So the one thing I want you to have mastered by the time you're coming to dating is what dressing makes you pop. Stop copying people. You don't have their bodies.
Yes.
Stop even copying your sisters. Not even the same. Don't copy your mom. Explore different. You may not have money to buy everything now, but you always have some experimental capacity. You can save a few by this, save a few by this. You don't like some, until you feel alive. That's how you know you're getting it.
Yeah.
Until you feel alive. And you're not talking about brazen, this tire short thing, or whatever things you call that are too exposing. That's not what you're talking about. You're talking about modesty, yet very attractive, very beautiful. And your body have features that are most pronounced. You don't have everything. Don't become delusional. Don't become delusional.
Yeah.
No, you can't be top. No.
From head to toe.
No. There will be what is most visible. Yeah. We call it highlighting the headline. So you should always subtly give more emphasis to what is important.
Yeah.
Subtly. So don't join those sects, those churches that ask you to cover yourself as if you are ashamed of your body. If you had been taken there by your parents, now you're in the university, leave them. Leave them.
Yeah.
Go to a place where you feel free.
Find yourself.
Yes. Change. So when I say glamorous, I mean that particular design of dressing that particularly works for you. Yeah. You'll have, when we say exploring, your youth is checking those things, what works for you. That's the exploration we're talking about. Yeah. So now, that which you know works for you, the color code that works for you, you should have colors that give you vibe. You should have a color code that gives you vibe. Okay. Blue is very domestic to men. They are related to it. It's in the sky, it's in the sea, they see it everywhere. It's a shorthand. It's a good color for men. Black is a good color for men. Men don't want hard work, so they take colors that are easy to maintain. Yeah. So the least demanding colors, men live there. So the other colors that are delicate are feminine. Pearl white. Colors that just, even the reason pink looks delicate. Yeah. It has feelings, emotion, but you don't have to stay on pink. You can go to colors that you love, with purple, maroon. Men don't wear that. They don't have time to match all that. Because blue and black exerts everything. So men tend to go and gray. So they stay black, white. Just one guy said he had black and white, black suits, white shirts only. Yes. Until his team said, no, this is not school uniform. You are changing colors. He said he learned it from his father. He loved his dad. His dad was a nurse. He used to wear that way. That's how this way in that hospital. And that became his color code. That's how simple men are. Too simple. You become sophisticated. Give them variety. So by this point, whenever you do dark and bright, whenever you do with a, men don't have time to put a flower here, detail here. That's not it. So you do that and pop up. So we are saying, show up in this space. If it is online, we are using photos capturing you in your best element. If it is offline, we are talking about finding a way to greet him and ask an innocent question. You can always start conversations with men by asking them for technical assistance. Yes. With your laptop, with your phone, with directions, with your desk, anything. Be creative. You should have a repertoire of things you can ask men. They are usually very happy to help a beautiful lady. They like to, you have fragrance. Never forget fragrance is the most memorable thing. Your fragrance is the most memorable thing. It's invisible, but it's very powerful. So have a romantic fragrance, not the ones that smell like hospital. Some of these perfumes people buy smell like medicine. Not those ones. The ones that are mild but long lasting. Not very strong, people have to sneeze. Those are mild and long lasting. They cost more. Once I'm describing, they cost more. They last long. They are it's a whisper, not a shout. Fragrance, a whisper. Soft. When somebody comes close, they feel it. And they're not sure what they felt, but you left them a good feeling. Many flowers are not loud. You have to come close to smell it.
True.
That's how nature is. So you learn from nature. You know, you need to come close for us to interact. I will not be sending you my essence when you are kilometers away. Come close. True. That's how you smell. We are not, oh, it is over there, I can smell. No, bring it close. Be like a flower. Have that. You know, a friend used to like cherry blossoms. I think that's the name of the flowers. And she said, he said he had heard the name, liked the name, checked the poetry of it. He realized actually the poetry is based on a real thing. The fragrance is very dreamy. Makes you feel like it's moonshine at night. You know, so if that's the mood I will have when I carry it, let me carry it. That's how we associate things. We are saying, show up in your space. But it's very easy now because you're not going to directly say, how do you like me? Do you think of we can be anything? That directness puts off men. Yeah. Puts them on the defensive because they don't want to turn down a beautiful lady. But you're forcing them to give an opinion. Never ask a man, where are we going? What are we? What do we? You're putting him in an awkward position. Kings and rulers and people of honor hate having to deny requests. So you don't borrow money, don't ask for validation, don't ask for anything. Yeah. Those favors make them feel awkward when they have to say no, and they usually resent you for making them feel so awkward. It will follow with the resentment. Wow. Okay. Avoid it. The reason I want you to approach and don't approach, enter but don't say anything, is to give him a chance to make up his mind. Sometimes this man has another story in the background which you don't know. Sometimes this man has other issues that may make him unavailable for a relationship, and you don't know. Okay. Some of these men are already committed to some girl somewhere, and you don't know. So when you show up and let him see the essence you've got, it's already a compliment when a good lady is near you and she's that well presented. Let me remind you, do not dress well but your face has a scowl or frown. Your face is just plain, like a piece of timber. Yeah. The women who have a face that looks like a table, a wall. It has no expression, no warmth. So Sylvia, learn warmth. Yes. Your personality may be very logistical. Some personalities are naturally not warm. Or your childhood, there was no warmth. Yeah. It was get things done. There was no love. So it could be that the mood you are shaped into is not warm. Men want warmth. Men are tired of the dryness of the world. Yeah. The one reason men flock to entertainment joins obsessively. It's to look for relief from the war-like climate in their world. Just cutthroat. Just competition. Yeah. Goals, targets. They want a place where it's not rules. It's just now relaxation, feelings. Become that. And to master warmth is simple things like empathy, just listening well, flowing with what a person, reflecting what they feel. When a person is happy, you beam with them. When they're sad, you're sad with them. Sometimes it's purely mirroring people emotionally. They feel understood. Practice that with body language, for example. Okay. When people lean forward, you also lean forward. It's very subconscious, but they feel understood. Yeah. When they become pensive and they're trying to crack a problem, you feel it with them. You reflect somewhat. It's not copycat, so to speak, but it's flowing. Yeah. Flowing. If you're just walking and they're slowing down, maybe they want to branch off, you slow with them. Okay. They say you come in, they stop. Yeah. When you arrive there, you also stop. Yes. They tell you what they want. You've invited their agenda. They're happy, you're happy too. Warmth can simply be making people feel understood. Yeah. It's not always some formula, difficult formula you have to crack. Another thing of warmth is simply practicing gratitude, generosity. Small things, around small things. Greeting people, just consideration, having that decorum. Sometimes people in the airplane, when you board their aircraft, they're very warm. They don't know you. They're just practicing decorum and courtesy of their career.
Yes.
But you feel welcome. You feel very welcome. This is pure training. They don't even know your name. They don't even remember you. They won't call you tomorrow.
True.
But why does it feel so good when it is not even personal? It's professional. This is a hotel, 5-star place. Some of these 5-star places go extra mile to welcome. When you get in, the drum rolls that some guests have come.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Others say when you like the meal, ring the bell. You ring the bell, they are happy. Somebody said
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah.
Some of these small things that are not even personal, why do they feel so good?
They feel so good.
Yes.
You arrive, they run to open your car.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to carry your bag.
Yeah,
Another.
yes.
These guys are at work. But you like the performance. You know it's not personal, but it feels good.
First time I experienced that, I was like, oh my goodness, this place.
You know?
I wanna come again.
You know?
Yeah.
The restaurants have gone and they want to park your car. Don't bother trying to squeeze into these spaces.
Sure.
They give you, this is your car. When you come, that will show you the car. Huh, this is cool.
Yes.
They don't have to bother. I mean, they carry your bag. They show you where you, and then you're feeling, what if you did that on a personal capacity? A little bit of that.
Yes.
A little bit of that. Just noticing when a man needs help and doing it. And practicing it everywhere. You help pull this one here, you help clean this. Can I help with that? Being helpful. Just noticing people. Greeting. If you felt so good when it was done for business, how much more when you're doing it for friendship?
Yeah.
You know? For friendship. And there are places you keep going because there's a particular attendant who is very warm, understanding, who notices you.
Yes.
One guy told me there's a supermarket he can't leave because there's 2 or 3 attendants who keep noticing him and they come go help him shop. He arrives, they notice, they help him shop. He doesn't have to bother where is this and the other one. You know, this time, some of these international brands like Carrefour, I think they are used to the Western culture where you just label the shelf and the labels are enough. I think, but here in Africa, people, I think we are not used to the labels. We ask, where is maize flour? Where is sugar? But now they don't have people you can ask.
Yes.
There's nobody. They don't attend you. They're just there. So that's not how African works. I think with the time they'll adapt and realize. Just spend on a few people here who can show people around as much as it's labeled. Yes. So these people, the culture is not that way of labeling with the names. You know, they want to pick and go. We just say, show up in this space looking glamorous. And the second point is related, but quite different. When he finally begins to talk to you, give him your full attention and then step back.
Okay.
When he finally notices, initiates a conversation, avoid the mistake of women getting all excited, it has worked, and you go all in. It's not yet. Give him your full attention. Give him a taste of your essence. Your essence. When you say essence, you mean attention, affection, you know, conversation, energy, connection. Give him all that.
Yes.
This is why you do test driving. This is not sex now. What people keep mistaking test driving. The thing you test drive about people is their essence, not sex.
Yeah.
This is a bigger deal breaker than anything else. How do we flow? So you want somebody who gets your ideas, gets your jokes, somebody whom you complement each other's thinking,
Yeah.
somebody whose direction of life can intertwine with yours. Sometimes you connect with people, but you realize you are parallel lines. You connected because you're both driven, you're both goal-oriented, but you can't complement each other. That is a possibility, and avoid marrying those people because you remain parallel. You'll have parallel lives. Nobody can take a supporting role. You need a man for whom you can take a supporting role. Yeah. You need a woman for whose dreams you can support. And you don't feel excluded when she's successful. We are saying, when he begins to talk, give him your full attention, chat, converse, but don't give him everything for nothing. You only wanted a taste.
Yes.
He has not committed, he has not become anything, he has not requested anything. for you to be able to put down your conditions. You pull back. You stop being available after talking enough. You can feel like you have known each other enough. That interaction of 1 week, that accompanying him where he wants. He wants for lunch, let's go for lunch. Take me here. You available, you take yourself. You take him. You realize there's so much flow. You are a human. Your feelings are getting attached. Your heart is beginning to imagine things. You begin to feel the vibe. Even if you like them, now it's more even important to pull back and let him decide what he wants. When you stop being that available, he will wonder what happened. I thought we have this friendship. Now you can say, you just notice that, you're so good for each other, but again, it's not good to feed our hearts with things that have no definition. You have indirectly thrown the ball on his court to define this without having to force him. Again, when you pull back, you don't stand there to wait. Your time is precious. At that time, you're looking elsewhere. Who else you can begin to talk to? Let men know they can lose you when they don't make decisions. They will know other people after you. You're marketable. Unless you trigger that sense of anxious loss, they won't make decisions.
Okay.
Why should he pay for what he's already getting for free? Men are always calculating.
Yes.
So once you step back, he will want what he tasted. Now, when he comes back and say, I think I don't want to lose you, you're the woman I want, become my wife, let's become this. Now you put down your terms in order to constitute a constitution that will keep you safe.
Okay.
That's how you dance. That's how you play this. Otherwise, you miss the steps. You start trying to bargain when you've already signed up. After you purchase, that's too late to bargain. Those are the simple steps I want you to follow today. Notice somebody, you like them, show up in a space in your best colors. Stop dressing plainly. Don't be cheap. Don't be lazy. Have 1 hour to dress up. Take your time to look good. Stop waking up, snoozing alarm 7 times. Waking up only 15 minutes to being late. Stop running.
Yes.
Stop you sweating.
The 15 minutes are for makeup, dressing,
Stop
and traveling.
breathing and breakfast.
And breakfast.
You're eating your sweet potato in the vehicle. Stop that. Take your time. Be cool, composed, and have music playing on the desk. By the time people are arriving, they find ambience around Sylvia's desk, and you're just smiling, greeting people as they are panicking, getting a panic attack. Has the boss arrived? Have we been reported? Oh my God! Compose yourself. It takes self-organization. The second step, when he begins to talk, give him your all. Attention-wise, affection-wise, assisting. Also, as you test how it feels to play team with him. When you have done enough dry run, step back. Don't be led on until you are falling head over heels into the vacuum. Be a good person, and anybody will want to lead you on to just enjoy you, even when they have no commitment. So step back for them to decide. When they cannot afford you, when you step back, they will not follow you. Good riddance. When they are decided, when you step back, they will come now ask, what does it take for you to be my wife? Then you say, these are my terms. Now you can negotiate for that higher thing. Yes.
Now, the reason I'm holding this book here is because I saw something that I want you to comment on.
Yes.
You say solid men want solid women.
Yes.
A mature man wants a mature woman. Marriage to him is a journey, and he's looking for a fellow traveler. Now, there's this concern about getting a man who is already self-made or something, a man who is doing well in his career, a man who has money, and let me say maybe rich, let us call them rich. And as a girl, you've not made it to anywhere, or you don't have anything. What's your opinion on that? Like dating someone who already is there?
You should date men who are rich in character, even when they are not rich in money, rich in cash. Cash sometimes takes a while to come. If a man does not have inheritance, it will take him a while to build the money. So don't look for riches that are manifest now. Look for riches that you can see in him. This is harder, but it is more sustainable. You can see a man who is punctual, who is driven, who is goal-oriented, who is honest, who is believable, who is convincing. You can see a man who's already scoring high in his company, in his sales, you can already see the moves of a man who has a future. This is harder to do, but in the long run, it will make you a part and parcel of his journey.
Yeah.
If a man has inheritance, there's also something to check. Sometimes people have a high net worth because they were given the money. You need to check their ways, whether they are growing or they're just enjoying eating. You know, there's a way to evaluate a character, and that's what you need. People look for riches, they'll be bought the way men buy cars. If they get you because of their money, they won't respect you.
Yeah.
They just acquired you. They can acquire many other women. So the places where every woman is clamoring for, that's too crowded.
True.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That's quite interesting. Thank you so much, our viewers, for being with us. To get that wisdom, please get your book from Benjamin Zulu. That is from www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. Now, there's a concern about the Pre-25 conference that is happening on 14th of December 2024. I saw someone asking that the website has two posters, which is the poster that we are using is one that is of 14th of December 2024. The previous one we are not doing with, we are not working with that because we want to include people who have closed schools, the students who are home now. That is the reason we moved it to 14th of December 2024. We are saying start early, fly high. This event will be at Utalii Hotel along Thika Road. Please grab your ticket again on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. Thank you for being here.
There are conversations that shape how we live, conversations that help us navigate challenges of life, conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to